Check this out. Multiple tropical systems in the southern hemisphere. Now, that's not uncommon for this time of year, but it is impressive to see them lined up one after another. I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. Let's talk about this. And first we have Vince, which is just a absolute beast of a storm. And I'll talk about that in a second. Another one just towards the east of that. And we have another invest area off of northern Australia. And I think as far as direct impacts in any land areas, it's definitely this one. Not named quite yet, but it is going to increase rainfall along coastal communities. Definitely there is at a continued threat of flooding here, all part of the ITCZ, with kind of just the tropical flow stretching across here. And as it skirts the coastline, it is going to continue to maintain energy and increase in intensity, bringing that heavy rainfall. Now, a lot of mining communities out here. It is relatively rural, but there are still a few communities that are going to be significantly impacted. So heavy rain in your forecast, as well as large waves definitely in the outlook as this kind of skirts the coast and heads off here towards the west. Meanwhile, let's look at the broader picture and talk about Vince, which an impressive storm, 240 kilometer per hour winds. This is just a beast. I mean, if this was making landfall in a populated area, we'd be talking about serious, significant damage coming in out of it. But the good news, this is a classic case of our fish storm, a storm that only is going to be impacted by the fish out here as it pulls out in the open ocean. And you can see here a track from multiple tropical systems. All these are staying out over the Indian Ocean with no direct land masses being impacted outside of, big waves being kicked off by this. In fact, kind of look at this graphic here, the broader picture of these swells extending all the way from Madagascar over towards La Reunion, I should say, which is actually going to be pretty close. I shouldn't say no land masses. This storm's going to be, Vince, going to be pretty close to some of those French islands there. But just in general, yeah, I mean, these storms are out in the open ocean. This is the one we want to watch out for as far as impacts there in northwestern Australia. But I just wanted to share this with you. I thought it was quite impressive going back to the satellite imagery here of multiple areas. And we got a couple east of Australia too we're also keeping an eye on too. It's that time of year, tropical season, maybe not active in the northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere. Things are picking up.